back in the early 2000s, there wasn't enough information. There weren't support groups and there weren't women saying, "Hey, me too."
Yeah.
Now we've kind of, it's still, I think, a very isolated situation for
Yes.
women. It's still very isolating, but the pendulum has really swung to this other side where there is so much information that I think it can be overwhelming for women. And like you, I love that you use the word magic bullet.
Hmm.
It's almost like what I see with the women coming to us, they are hastily spinning their wheels looking for the person, the thing that is going to shift things for good. And I think that I kind of use the analogy of snorkeling
Hmm.
versus scuba diving.
I love that.
Yeah, and it's almost like, and men are doing this as well, not just I mean, men and
Yeah.
women, just there's so much just hitting the surface of everything versus doing the deeper work. And I almost like what I want to say is I want to assure your listeners that it's less about finding the exact information that you need out there
Hmm.
and more about taking some information and sitting with it, grappling with it, processing it, allowing it to change us from the inside out, and then continuing to. I think there's just a faith component almost that we're missing. Having
Mm.
faith that, like, okay, I'm going to sit here under, under Living Truth's wing, if you will, or covering, and I'm going to go as deep as I can here, and then I'll reassess on the back end and figure out where I need to go from there. But so much of this is like it's within us to heal because of the power of Jesus versus Googling and all the information, doing all the things out there.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So good. You know what I was thinking about when you were talking is when you're snorkeling, when you're staying at that top layer of all the information, let me explore everything that there is out there. It can feel soothing because of the level of distraction that is at our fingertips with the internet and the ability to Google and find more information, and which leads to this video, which leads to that video, which leads to this podcast and that podcast. And when you're in that level of, I mean, there is a dopamine hit too involved,
That's what I was writing down.
which can feel calming and like soothing and regulating. But the question is, are you really achieving and experiencing and practicing a felt sense of safety